guys, today we're going to find out what your person thinks of when they hear your name. So it could be somebody talking about you, it could be somebody else with your name, just like what your person thinks of when they hear your name. So we have group 1, we've got this little, these are just wrap beads that I wrapped. We've got this little square one with the hole in the center all wrapped up, and it's clear. And then group 2, we've got this little brown wrapped bead. And then group 3, we've got this white kind of snake-like wrapped bead. Alright, let's get right into it with group 1. What do they think of when they hear group 1's name? Okay, we've got a lot flying out. Wow, that was really fast. That was really fast. All this shit flew right out. Okay, so what do they think of when they hear your name? So first of all, they obviously think you're very powerful. They think you're very powerful. You are a spell caster. You're a manifester. Maybe you read tarot. Maybe you do healings. Whatever you do, it's magical, and they acknowledge that. They acknowledge that you are fully in your power. So when they hear your name, they really think about what a powerful human being you are. However, they do feel like when they hear your name, they kind of remember restrictions. Like they remember perhaps you gave them certain ultimatums or certain restrictions in your relationship. There was huge just like miscommunications all the time. Also, I think you were very guarded. You're very guarded and you really protect yourself, and maybe this person did things that made you not trust them, and after that it was like all over. It was all over. And so when they think of you, they recognize your power and they see how powerful you are and the kind of manifestation work, how successful you are, but at the same time they also, I think they regret losing your trust, because I think when you trusted them and when you really like had a lot of love for them and, you know, gave a lot to the relationship, there was a lot to be gained from it. But as soon as they broke that trust with you, you didn't have as much love to give, you didn't communicate as freely, you weren't as open. And I don't think you're a person that's completely open with people anyway. I think that you kind of like, it takes a lot to gain your trust. I think will be acquaintances with pretty much anyone. Like you'll keep the peace with anyone, you'll try to be friends with pretty much anyone, but as soon as somebody starts to feel like a threat, as soon as somebody crosses you in the wrong way, it's like that openness and that willingness is gone. So there was like some sort of miscommunication, there was some sort of problem, or maybe this person was lying to you, this person could have been really sneaky, but it was like, here they are, like, and that's your wrath. That's your wrath coming down with the lack of the communication. It was all just too much for this person. Like, I think you were more real, you were more upfront, and they think of that, and they think of like how powerful you are. I almost feel like there's a deep-rooted feeling of not being good enough for you. So it's like they would sneak around, lie and cheat and do whatever, and in turn, you felt the need to protect yourself, maybe put certain restrictions on yourself for the relationship, and it's like, once that happened, it all kind of fell apart because you weren't the same human being you were before you were hurt because of sneakiness and lies. You are a reflection. You are a reflection of this person onto them. Like I think you were a mirror to them. Also, I think you have a higher level of communication skills than this human being. I think this human being is living in their trauma, working through it in like physical aspects. Like maybe they're the kind of person that just like really needs to work out to like get certain emotions away, or they need to like write a poem, or they need to draw, or they need to whatever, like, but they don't actually talk it out. Like, they don't talk about their feelings. They're not open in their communication. And part of the ways that you process things is to communicate. Like, yes, the physical helps you, yes, being creative helps you, but you also need to speak your truth. You need to communicate. It's part of the way you survive. So when they hear your name, it's like, it's almost like it reflects back all of the pain that they caused you, and the pain that you caused them by basically standing up for yourself, I guess. Yeah, I also think, like, you were a very true mirror to this person. Like, you reflected back who they were onto them, because your communication skills were so much more highly developed. It was like you could take their feelings and their thoughts and process them into words in a way that they can't. So it's like you would say certain things to them, or reflect back certain pieces of their personality and put it into words that they could understand. And that was like a lot for them. It was a lot. And because of this, they had certain demons rising. Like, there were certain traumas that were being forced to the surface and being forced to that they needed to deal with, because you were reflecting them back at them. You were reflecting their shortcomings back at them, and not tolerating, like, the sneakiness. And it drove a wedge between you two, because they weren't ready to process although they weren't ready to process these things, there was something very addictive about this. Like, it was very addictive for them to have their shortcomings and their issues and their traumas brought to the surface, brought into the light, and put out in words that they could understand, because it's something that they couldn't do for themselves. So although it was painful and it was like they didn't really know how to deal with it, it was very addicting, because they just wanted more resolution, more trauma surfacing, they just wanted more and more help. Like, you were really helping them, almost like a therapist in a kind of way. Also, I feel as though your traumas were similar. So in that reflection, like, you've processed certain pieces of the trauma that they haven't yet. So in your processing for yourself, it taught them things about themselves too, and they just weren't there yet. This person, I would guess, is younger than you, at least physically, if not spiritually much younger. Like, you could have lived many lives, and this could be their first life on this planet, and they're just like, I don't know how to deal. But yeah, they see you as very strong, but they also see you as like when it reminds them of the kind of control that you had over them, whether it was perceived control, like you were trying to control them, or it was like you had this control over them because you could see them. It's like you could see them in a way no one else could see them. And yeah, they almost felt this sense of control by you, because you could see the things that they always wanted to keep hidden. You could see the things that nobody else knew. You could see the things that they tried to contain, and that they tried to play it off like it was fine. Like, maybe you just read them really well, and like they'd walk in the room and everybody would think they were fine because they're like acting fine, or they're acting happy or whatever, and they walk in the room and then they get up and they're like talking, like if you work together or something, or you go to school together, or you're just like hang out with a bunch of friends together, and everybody thinks they're fine, and then they get up to you and like you see it in their eyes, you hear it in their tone, you see it in the way they're walking, even if they're just holding themselves a little more like schlumpy and like not as confidently as they usually do. And it's like you really, like, you're observant and you could just see right fucking through them. You just knew. And then you'd reflect that back onto them. Like, everyone would think they were fine, and you'd be like, all right, what's wrong? You want to tell me what's wrong? Because I know something's wrong. And then it's like they're forced to deal, like, say, not forced to, but it kind of gives them that opportunity to say, you know what, yeah, something is wrong. Then they would try to put it into words, and then it was like you would help them through that and reflect that back onto them. And they, you know what, they see you in, like, they do look, when they hear your name and when they look back on the time, because I almost feel like you're not necessarily in communication right now. You might be, but I feel as though this person had to walk away, or you had to walk away, after all the sneakiness. You both had to just walk away from each other. But when they look back on you, they look back on you in a very fun light. They recognize that you're a creative individual. They recognize that you're very powerful. They, like, this little wine bottle here and the music tells me that, like, you had some really good times. Maybe you used to go to, like, concerts together. Maybe you used to go out dancing together, drinking together, go out to clubs, whatever it is that you did. Like, you would always, when you were having fun, you were having fun. And when you were getting down into, like, the nitty-gritty, you were getting down into the nitty-gritty. This was just a really strong, passionate relationship. Whatever it was, there was a lot of passion, a lot of soul connection, and just whatever it was that times a million. So when it was good times a million. When it was bad times a million, because y'all were just, like, reflecting back each other's childhood traumas at each other. Yeah, but when they look back on you, you know, they really do think about the good times and the fun times and the love, and they have this, like, deep set sadness that they don't necessarily, well, that they don't choose to acknowledge or can't put into words, because you're not there anymore to put it into words for them. So they have this sadness and this pain surrounding this relationship, but they can't recognize it or name it, or, like, you know, like naming the demon. That's what you would always do for them. You'd name their demons. They can't name this demon, they just know they have pain. Like, something that I learned in a DBT class is, like, a lot of times people with personality disorders or people with mental health issues, like, they, as children, you know, a lot of times they were told by the people around them how they felt. Like, you know, when you think if a little kid falls down and you see the parent, like, pick them up and brush them off and be like, you're fine, like, it's like that. It's like, but, you know, at a certain point, healthy children and healthy parents start letting the child speak for themselves. In other instances, you know, in unhealthy situations, the parent might continue to speak for that human being and continue to name their emotions and continue to tell them how they feel. So it's like people who have experienced that in their life, they don't know how to name their feelings. Like, they might be feeling bad and all they can say is, like, I feel sad right now, because, like, their emotional maturity is so young. They're so emotionally immature that they can't even pinpoint. They just know they feel bad, and they can't pinpoint exactly what that feeling is, because they were never taught how to, and they never had to, because people around them were always feeding them their emotions. So I strongly feel that about this person, and you were almost like taking on that mothering parental role, and eventually it just didn't work anymore. But they do think fondly of you. Whoa. Yeah. So this person, when they hear your name, like I said, they think of how magic you are. This is like portals. This is doors being opening. Hecate is a witch. She's a witch. So it's like when they hear your name, they think about your witchy nature and how powerful you are and the kind of manifestation that you do. But they also see you as a mother figure. Newt is the star mother. This is the expansiveness. Like, they see you as that parental figure. They see you as that, I'm getting like they can lay their head on your shoulder. They can just like sink into your, oh, I'm really feeling that right now. Wow. They miss being able to just hold you. Wow, that makes me want to cry. They miss being able to hold you. They miss how you would hold them. They miss the back and forth that you gave to them. And they really just saw you as such a nurturing, loving human being, and they really loved you for it. They also feel very protective. Like, when they hear your name, it's almost like they get that, like, defensive feeling, like, why are you talking about her or him? Like, that's my person. You know, like, they feel defensive. This person could be a Leo, a fire sign. There's lots of fire in this. Yeah. Or they could be a water sign. Or they could be all of the above, because, you know, we all are every sign pretty much in our charts. But anyway, so they get this really tense, like, defensive feeling almost when they hear your name, because it's like that sadness in their gut that they can't exactly name or put to words how they're feeling, but they know they're feeling, like, angry. Like, they have, what I'm trying to say is they're almost possessive. Like, if they're like out in a place amongst a lot of people and they hear, like, your name, like, somebody else say your name, it's almost like that feeling of, like, whoa, like, their ears perk up, and they open up and they listen, they eavesdrop, because they're like, why are they talking on her name, or why are they talking on his name? Like, what are they saying? That's my person. So then they listen. I also think if you aren't in communication, they're trying to get little pieces. Yeah, if they are a Leo, they're prideful as fuck, so they're not coming out to, like, ask you how you're doing, even if they want to know how you're doing, or they're not, like, or you're not reaching out to them to ask them how they're doing. So when they hear your name, it's like they perk up because they want to hear, how's it going for you? Like, how are you doing? They do miss you deeply. I feel it deeply in my solar plexus. This is an issue of pride, self-esteem, and childhood trauma. So yeah, that's what they think of when they hear your name. I mean, they think highly of you, but they also recognize the pain that you caused each other, and they don't really know how to process it. Yeah, alright, thanks for watching, Group 1. I hope you liked that. Let me know if it resonated. Drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you feel like it. You know, whatever you want. You know the deal. Alright, switching gears. Group 2. Get some water. What does this person think of Group 2 when they hear your name? What does this person think of Group 2 when they hear your... Wow. When they hear your name? That's like too much. What does this person think of Group 2 when they hear your name? Okay, Group 2. So there's like a lot here. There's a lot, and there's a big differentiation between the cards. So like the first 4 cards are beautiful and amazing, and then underneath them it's like rough. So what does this person think of when they hear your name? They think you are somebody who has a lot of unlocked potential. They see how much, how good you are at certain things. They see how naturally certain things come to you. They see how divine and wise you are, how intuitive you are. But they think you have a lot of unlocked, untapped potential. They think you are... They also think you have a lot of options in life. Like maybe the reason you are not reaching your full potential is because you've got like yourself extended in many different directions. You do many different things. You have many different specialties, and it's like they see that you have a lot of expertise in a lot of different things, but you also have so much potential that you're not tapping into yet. Anyway, you might still be young in whatever it is you're choosing to do for career or in your spirituality. This person definitely trusts you. This person has a lot of love for you. They have a lot of caring for you. It's like their heart is overflowing with love for you because they can really feel your genuineness. You're a very genuine human being. You don't lie. You know, you're very trustworthy. And because of this, this person's heart is very open to you. They might be busy, they might be somebody who works a lot or does a lot of things, so they can't always express this to you, but it's like their heart is overflowing with love for you. They have a lot of love for you, and I think they pray for you. They pray for you, and they say, like, they ask the guides, guardians, ancestors, and angels to bless you. Yeah. I also think they know that, like, you're with them, you support them, and I think because of your support to them, it makes them, in turn, want to support you. And we have the Page of Cups. Yeah, so as I was saying, I think they just think you're kind of young in whatever work it is that you're doing, whether it be spiritual or monetary or whatever kind of, like, healing work you're doing. You're, like, on your way. They also, if you have, like, a social media, like, if you have YouTube or like, social media that you use in your career, they support you and they watch you, and they, like, this person might always be that person that's, like, giving you likes on Instagram, giving you likes on YouTube. Like, this person really sees you. They really, really see you. Their angels talk to them, too. Like, their angels, no lie, no truth be told for a lie, and no lie be told for a truth. Like, that's what Conjure Queen always says. So, like, it's like that. It's like the angels, they tell them the truth of who you are, and, like, on the inside, you are this, too. Like, your heart is overflowing with love for them, and kindness and trust for them. So, it's like, in that, their angels just tell them that, and they just mirror it back to you. But yeah, they support you, and they keep an eye on you. Like, whether it's their angels keeping an eye on you or them, like, keeping an eye on you on social media, like, they always keep an eye out, and they just, like, they really like you. They care for you. I feel as though you've had to earn the trust with this person. And yeah, your relationship is like a wish come true. It gives them hope. It's like, whether it's a friendship, relationship, family, whatever it is, it's like, this gives them hope for a better tomorrow. It gives them hope that there are other people. I think y'all are very similar. So it's like, it gives them hope that there are other people, out there like themselves, other people that they can actually trust, other people that are rooting for them, other people that have love for them in the way that they have love for you. Like, it's like a very equal give and take, back and forth relationship, and they're like, finally, like, this is my wish come true. I've been wanting a true friend like this. I've been wanting a true lover like this. I've been wanting a relationship with a family member like this, where it's very just equal and back and forth. Yeah, they have a lot of love for you, and you do. It's almost like the angels answered their prayers and put you in their path, and now it's like the angels, they continue to protect you both. You might have similar spirits, because, you know, we all work with and walk with different spirits throughout this lifetime. And it's like, y'all might have some of the same spirits that got both your back, and they're like, hey, like, they brought you guys together because they're like, y'all would get along because we get along with you, you know? Because it's like, just like in life, you're not going to get along with every human. You're not going to get along with every spirit. So your temperament might be very similar to be able to connect to the same kind of spirits, you know? This person has been through much sadness. So much. I feel it right in my sacral. Ooh, a lot of sadness, a lot of pain. I even just heard that they might have been, like, molested. This person, because I felt it in my sacral, like, this person could have been betrayed. They were at least betrayed by family members, friends, relationships in the past, if not literally molested as a child. So it's like, they kind of always think that people are not out to get them, but they have that skeptical eye of, like, they're gonna think that you're sneaky before they think that they can trust you. Like, they're gonna think they can't trust you before they think they can. Just because, like, look, they've been left face down in the dirt so many times with so many swords stabbed in their back. Whether it be physical situations of being stabbed, like, people treating them like shit, or it's like people, I'm also getting that a lot, people send a lot of hexes, people send a lot of evil to this person. They might be really, like, putting themselves out there, and people hate. People hate on powerful people, especially in the vibration that this planet is in. So it's like, they've just been hurt so many times that they automatically, yeah, and like I said, they were deeply hurt as a child. Like, somebody did some really bad things to them as a child. I also think that demons used to torment them as a child. Like, the hag could have come up on them. Like, you know, when the hag rides you when you're sleeping, the demon comes and sits on your chest and gives you sleep paralysis. I feel like they were just such an open spirit and an open light. And this could have happened to you. Like, the reason your hearts connect is because you have the same, like, you've been through very similar things. You've been through similar pain in the physical and in the spiritual realms. So it's like this person had to go through a lot of mental turmoil. They had to do a lot of work on themselves mentally and emotionally. So the reason that Spirit is telling you this is because this person can come off cold. They might not respond to your texts all the time. They might not always use, like, their tone might not always be so kind. They might come off rough around the edges, but that's because they've literally, like, that's because that's because people have cheated, stolen, raped, like, pillaged, fucking taken, tried to take everything they have, and they've been left with literally nothing but the angels on their side. They could have been homeless. They could have been so many different things. Like, they could have been in abusive relationships, beaten, like, so, like, this person has fucking been through it because it's all been part of their path, but because they've been through it, that's why they come off so cold. That's why they don't always, like, that's why they don't sugarcoat things. That's why they can't, like, they come off as the King of Swords because they don't got time for that. They don't have time to be fucking left face down in the dirt with 10 swords in their back anymore. They just don't have the time for it. So it's like, even Spirit's just saying, even if this person doesn't text you back, even if this person, like, is short with you, even if it feels like maybe, like, they don't like you as much as you think that, like, as much as you like them or whatever, Spirit is just telling you, like, no, they love you. They have so much love for you that it's literally outpouring of their heart. They just don't express it in that way because they've been hurt so many times. And like I said, it's not easy to gain the trust of this person. It's not easy to get in. It's not easy to kind of break the barrier into their heart, into their soul, but you've done that. They just don't necessarily express it so much because even though you have broken in to their heart and they have a lot of love for you, they don't want you to turn around and use that against them. Because I also think that in the sneakiness of people, like, especially, like I was saying, if they were molested as a child, especially by a family member, it's like the trust was gained, and then through trusting, they were defiled, you know? Or perhaps, like, even later in life, they had a friend who raped them. Like, I don't know if you know the statistic, but literally 80% of sexual assault are by a person that the victim knows and trusts. Like, I feel like as a society, we are taught that it's like a stranger in a dark alley, but no, it's like these are people who gain the trust of their victims, who groom their victims, who abuse their victims from the place of friend, family, lover. Like, it's fucked up. And so it's like, now that you're in their heart, they just can't let you know too much because they don't want to be fucked over again. But yeah, when this person hears your name, like, they have so much love for you. They really love you. They see your potential, and they have a lot of hope and for this relationship. They have a lot of hope for this friendship, whatever it is. Like, they feel very good about you because their angels don't lie. Their angels tell them the truth because their angels are the angels are what carried them through all of the pain in their life. Yeah, so yeah. That's what this person thinks of you. Thanks for watching, Group 2. Alright. Like, comment, subscribe if you feel like it, whatever you want. Thanks, love you. Okay. Switching gears, Group 3. I guess we're just going to take all of those. Okay. group 3, I'm about to have to make this I'm about to have to make this an 18 plus reading because of your group. Like, the other groups were really, like, not sexual, but this group is sexual for sure. Like, now I'm about to have to make this an 18 plus. Alright, whatever, man. The messages get through because they have to. Alright. So, this person there's like a lot here. Alright, this human being that you're questioning about group 3, yeah, it's almost like they've been waiting for you. And if they haven't been waiting for you, they've been waiting for, like, this is definitely a relationship. Like, this is not a friend, this is not family, this is about to be a sexual thing. So it's like this person has been waiting for the right person. They're not really, like, I don't know why, I just suddenly feel drawn to pull from here. Okay, yes. So the portals are open, guys. The portals are open. Sorry, I don't know. Like, there's just a lot. This is a lot. Okay, so this person has been waiting. They've been waiting for the right relationship. They have been waiting for their ships to come in, both with this card and this card. They've been waiting for their ships to come in. They've been waiting, going through many different lovers that are not very good. They've been hurt. Now they're just kind of been chilling. They've been partying. They've been having a good time, you know. But yeah, so when this person hears your name, they're like thinking about how there's just, I'm sorry, there's just so many. I need to separate these because it's like too much at once. Okay, so when this person hears your name, first of all, I think that y'all might have known each other before. Maybe you lost contact for a little while. Maybe you're back in contact. They think about all of the amazing times that they've had with you. Y'all used to turn up together. Y'all used to get drunk together. I'll tell you that right now. Y'all used to get real drunk together. Maybe, like, this is a new friendship, a new relationship, whatever it is, and that's what y'all do. You go out and you drink, you dance, you have a good time, you drink and be merry. Like, that's what you do. Yeah, so when they hear your name, they think of all the good times that you had. They think of all the fun that you had. But, you know, when they hear your name, they also, like, they want to fuck. Like, you give them a boner. That's, like, come on, we get the Ace of Wands here. Like, you know what that means. Like, that's phallic, okay? So it's like they see you and they're like, whoa, like, this girl or this boy is like real hot, real hot. Yeah, and they do see you. Like, whether or not you see them in person, they are watching you. Like, they're watching your social media. They are looking at your Facebook, looking at your Instagram, looking at your Twitter. They're looking at your YouTube, whatever you, like, you almost feel famous to them, like, because they like you so much and they think you're so pretty and they think you're so attractive. And then they also have these memories in their back pocket of all the fun times that you had. Like, look at me, I'm cheesing. I don't even know who am I reading for? I don't know, but I'm all happy and cheesing. Like, yeah, they've got real fond memories of that y'all have made together. And yeah, when they see you, like, on your social media, it makes them want to fuck you. Like, they really want to fuck you, and they're kind of waiting. They're waiting for you. They've been waiting for a lover like you. They've been waiting for a person like you. I just heard in my head, like, if you've got tattoos or body modification, if you have, like, cool colored hair, tattoos, piercings, really cool jewelry, or really cool style, like, they see that and they're like, oh, like, they're just so attracted to you because of that. Yeah, and they're coming for you, like look at the eyes on, he's like, oh. He's like, oh my god, so beautiful, so hot, so sexy. Like, you look at him, he's like, oh my god. Like, you literally make their jaw drop. So when they hear your name, they think about how much they love you, like, how much love they have for you, how much they want to fuck you, how much they want to be with you. And they think about all the fun that you guys have. And I'll tell you right now, you were drinking, you were getting drunk, you were partying, maybe you were smoking a lot of weed, whatever you're doing, you were getting fucked up and you were having fun. Y'all make each other laugh, because I have that feeling, like, in my heart chakra right now, like, ha ha ha, like, just so, like, you guys have a really weird sense of humor. like you do and they do, and your weird senses of humor, like they connect and you feel each other and you just fucking crack each other up. I also think this person, like, I think you are somebody who makes people laugh a lot, but there's not too many people that really make you laugh or really get your sense of humor. And this person, like, they really make you laugh, and they like that because they see you are somebody who is well admired by a lot of people. Many people have their eye on you. Many people really like you. Many people just think so fondly of you when they think back on you. So the fact that they could make you laugh and that you guys could have such a good time together, it meant a lot to them, because not only do they have a lot of love for you and really, you know, just really, really enjoy your presence, so many other people do. So it makes them feel like, wow, like this funny person, I can make them laugh. Like that makes them feel really, really good. So like when they think of you, when they hear your name, you're almost like feel like a famous person. Maybe in your group of friends, you're like you walk in the room and people are like, hey, like we're so happy you're here, and it's like it feels like you're famous. Or maybe you have a YouTube, or maybe you have like some sort of social media platform where you have a really big following. You have a good following, a big following, and it's like they see you and they're like, oh, like, wow, she's incredible or he's incredible. So many people love them, and they just have this like love for you. They want to be with you. Like I was saying, they're trying to fuck. Like they want to be your boyfriend. They want to be your girlfriend. They want you. They want you for themselves, and they want really, yeah, it's very sexual. They're very attracted to you. Look out for birds, guys. Like, look out for hawks, look out for crows, look out for turkey vultures. Any kind of birds like that, they're telling you that this person is thinking of you right now or talking about you. Yeah, they also see you as very nurturing. You could be older than this person, or they could be older than you. Like, one of you in the relationship, like, you might have like a year or two on them, they might have a year or two on you, but either way, it's not really a big difference. But they do really feel like you're very nurturing. They feel like you are very loving and caring, like a mother. This person doesn't really have mommy issues, I wouldn't say, but they do really look for that in a woman. Like, they look for that kind of, or a man, like if this is same sex, or it doesn't have to be same sex, whatever. They look for that nurturing, mothering component in their partner, and you have that, and that's why they're like, yo, let me wife that. Let me make that my husband. Like, whatever it is, they're like, fucking, let me wife that. Oh my god, I just heard your eternal spring. You are eternal spring. Like, when they think of you, when they hear your name, they just think of, like, it's almost like I'm picturing you walking down a path and, like, flowers are growing wherever you step your foot. Like, you are light. You bring life. You bring life to them, and you bring light and love into their life, and they just see you as this, like, spring goddess kind of figure. That also means that they see you as very fertile. Oh, and we got this mother card here. This person might even like want to wife you and make you the mother of their children. Whether you're a female or mother or father of their children, like they can see themselves having children with you. You're very fertile to them. I think you have a lot to offer. So I think when they hear your name and when they think on you, like, they just think about how much it is that you have to offer, not only in the physical realm, but in the spiritual realm energetically. Let's pull some of these goddess cards. Yeah, so we got this one in group 1 too. So they think that you are very magical. And we got Morgan Le Fay here too. It's like they find you to be very magical. Maybe you are outwardly a witch. Maybe you read tarot. Maybe you do healing. Maybe you're like do Reiki on people. Maybe like whatever you do, part of your career and part of your spiritual path is I'm hearing you're a psychic. You're a psychic, and whether you've tapped into that or not, you're a psychic, and you have many spiritual gifts, and they really, really see you for all that is, and it really impresses them, and it impresses those around you. But yeah, they feel it very deeply. They also, it's like, we got this key here that's pretty phallic too. It's like when you, ooh, I just felt that, dude. When you start talking spirit, when you start being psychic, when you start doing shit like that, it's like, oh man, it really turns them on. It really, really turns them on, dude. It opens a portal, and it's like they want to open the portal of your legs and stick something in there, I'll tell you that. Yeah. Ooh, her armpit is like dark too, and I feel like maybe you got like, if you're a female with hairy pits, or even if you're a dude with hairy pits, they like that. If you, girl, first of all, let me say, if you are a female with hair in your armpits, I have so much respect for you. I have a lot, like, more power to you. I think that's really, really cool. And they do too. They like that. Or, like, I don't know, as a female, when I see it, this is a weird thing that I've always liked. Like, when I see a nice, strong man bicep with, like, some long hair under their armpits, I'm like, yeah, like, that's a manly man, you know? So it's like, whatever your gender is, I think you have hairy hair in places that you're hairy, and they like that. That's only for some of you, I'm sure. But yeah, look at that. Her armpit is like dark. They like that, girl. They like that. They like that. You're very, okay, and going back to that, it's like you're very authentically yourself. So if you are a female who's like just allows yourself to be hairy and allows yourself to be in your natural human form, they love that. They also love that you're so naturally spiritual. Okay, I'm seeing this mouth in the background here too now. Like, I'm just noticing this mouth, and it's like oral. They're trying to get some oral for sure. Okay, so like when they think of you, they definitely have fantasies about oral sex with you, for sure, 100%. But yeah, so they really like how authentically yourself you are. They like that you just like let spirit take the reins and run. Ooh, you might like let them just take the reins and run in the bedroom too, or maybe they like you to do that. But it's like you just, whatever you're doing, whoever, like, I almost just said whatever you're doing, whoever you're doing. Whatever it is that you're doing in life, you just let yourself be the natural, authentic version of yourself, and they really, really like that. And that's what they think of. Like, they think of a fearless human being that's just being. That's just being. I also think you probably have some nice, like, hair on your head. Like, you might have some pretty hair that's, like, really flowy and stuff. But, yeah, when they hear your name, it's very healing to them. Like, when they think back on memories of you, it's very healing. It's happy. It's, like, it's loving. And it's a good thing. Like, they have a lot of love for you. They really, they think so fondly of you and very highly of you. You, like I said, too, you could be a healer. So it's, like, just being in your presence or talking to you or anything like that, it helps heal them. It helps heal them. Get one more. Yeah, so yeah, they just think you're really, really hot. They think that your self-esteem and your authenticity is very, very, very attractive. We also have the, I always think, because like the pole, there's like that umbrella there, and then this round part here, like this reminds me of a pole, and this reminds me of a hula hoop. So like if you do any kind of prop work, like if you do aerial silks, lyra, you hula hoop, like you do flow work, you do firework, you know, like fire dancing, pole dancing, anything along those lines, any kind of dancing, any kind of creative flow like that, they really, really like that about you. And it's almost like there's not many people in their life who do that. So when they hear your name or they think on you, they're like, wow, like she's so strong or he's so strong, and they are just incredible at what they do, and they really like that prop work that you do. They like to watch you dance. They like to watch you hula hoop. Whatever it is that you're doing, they really, really like that, and it makes them very strongly attracted to you, and it makes you just seem so confident, and they're very attracted to your confidence. Yeah, so when they hear your name, they think a lot. They think on you, like they just think really highly of you. They think about how many people like you, and they really want to date you. If you're not dating, they really want to date you, or they want to marry you. Yeah, they want something stable with you. They at least want to fuck you, I'll tell you that. But okay, yeah, thanks group 3. Like if you feel like it, subscribe if you feel like it, drop me a comment if you want. But anyway, yeah, I hope you have a good day or night. Thank you to my guides, guardians, ancestors, and angels for allowing me to be the portal to this work and allowing me to give messages to the masses. And thank you so much to my subscribers. Thank you so much to my viewers. Thank you to anyone who believes in me and has love for me. I love you too, and I believe in you too, and I care for you. Yeah, so thank you so much. I hope to see you again sometime. Bye.